Greetings, alchemist. Welcome to my portal. I hope you're doing amazingly well. I'm here today with a reading for you guys, and this reading is all about who was this person on your mind? Who were they to you in a past life? What is your past life connection? So we have two different options here today to choose from. Option number one, you guys are represented by, or let's go this way actually. Option number one, you guys are represented by this object here. And option number two, you guys are represented by this object. So take a moment, take as much time as you need, pause the video if you need to choose your pile, and I will see you in your reading. Hello, group number one, welcome to your reading. So if you chose this object, this is your reading for who is this person in regards to your past life. What is the connection? If you would like to book a personal reading with me, check out my website, linked down below. And make sure you guys are subscribed, like, follow, share, support the creation. Any tips are really appreciated as well to help me keep making these videos for you guys. So let's see. All right, so the rose feels very relevant, and I get sort of like a desertous climate in terms of the past life connection that you have with this person. So I do get an energy or a sense of like being in the sand or being in the okay, I'm getting mountains too, like the Sahara Desert, or something about the past life connection here. It feels like dry climates, like maybe out in like the desert and the sand. I also feel like you and this person could have been really like fighting some forces together, or there was a connection here where you and them were in somewhat of a battle. This does feel like more of a tumultuous kind of energy that I'm getting, or this does feel more like an energy where you and them were having a level of like trying to conquer something. And so I almost get like you could have been in battle with this person. Like if you were in war, this would be someone that you were literally like in war with, not necessarily against each other, but more so you guys were like fighting a war together. The Magician, Gemini, the Two of Swords, Page of Swords. So heavy air sign energy here. I feel like there was a choice that you had to make in terms of your past life, and I want to say the reason that you're reconnecting to this person now and you feel that deep sense of past life connection is because you made a choice or made a decision in the past that's really, really relevant here. And I want to say that maybe you chose wrong. Like you could have had to choose between this person and someone else, and I almost see someone like running into war or running into battle, and it's like you had the choice to choose this connection in some aspect, but you could have gone towards a different connection or towards a different person or something like this. I get that and I'm seeing kind of like the white picket fence, the basic like home life, family life, and things like this. It's like I feel like you wanted that with this person, or you wanted something with this person, but it never happened. I almost get like you're about to propose to this person, or they're about to propose to you, or you guys are about to ascend your connection to a higher level of commitment, and then someone gets like called to war, and so it's like they're gone for a while. And it's almost an house get like lost at sea too. It's like you almost thought this person was actually gone forever, and then you discover that they actually are still here, that they're actually alive. Like someone lost at war, 10 years down the line you find out that they're actually alive, or someone lost at sea, 10 years down the line they're found on like a remote island and they're actually alive. But during those 10 years, maybe you got into another marriage, or you got into another connection, or you kind of found someone else, or you moved on or something like that. It's like you were meant to connect with this person, but some sort of extreme obstacle or life got in the way between you that stopped you from truly connecting and harnessing your connection and growing your connection as well. So yeah, that's really interesting. And I want to say the reason that you feel so connected to this person now is because there is a bit of unfinished business here. I do feel like there's something that you guys were meant to create really beautifully together, or your souls are meant to be in union. And then in this past life, it's like maybe you guys chose other people, or things didn't work out in your favor. So now you're revisiting this connection. Now you're realigning for the purpose to finish writing the story that you didn't get to write before, or for the reason to tell the story you didn't get to tell before, or like finish the story basically. I also feel like I get, for some of you, this is feeling very specific, so you're gonna have to take this if you feel like it's resonating, or you get a sense of like resonance or like remembrance as I speak. But I feel like the person in your mind maybe really struggled with PTSD too, and that could be a reason why you and them couldn't be together. Or there was something here where after they returned from whatever, like natural, I really get like a natural disaster or anything like that kind of like tore you guys apart. It's like after they returned from that, or after your reconciliation, there was an inability to really heal things or grow things because of the time that has elapsed. It's like you recognize that you've outgrown each other, you're two different people, but also the lack of understanding or ability to really maybe be there for them in the way that you kind of wish that you could, or you know, really wanted to. So we're gonna get some more reading into this oracle. This card, pins and brooches, or whatever that says, brooches, B-R-O-O-C-H-E-S, pins and brooches. You might like to apply this to the old-fashioned idea of a pin, that is, a hat pin or a brooch. These are very lucky objects that ensure happy days ahead. If you are lucky enough to receive a pin or to find one, straight away close your eyes and make a wish on any object, saying, "See a pin and pick it up. All the days you'll have good luck." Take it to a place where it can reflect both sunlight and water. A sunny shelf with a vase of flowers on it is very satisfactory. As long as the pin reflects sunlight, you will be bathed in sunny happiness. So yeah, the pins and the brooches, this gives me very like 70s or 60s energy. I do get this past life was very, it feels older. It doesn't feel as recent years. Yeah, I'm seeing like a lot of gray. I get like gray and plaid sort of energy surrounding this past life. So like a lot of like plaid, maybe maybe disease was relevant around this time, but I get like the plaid fad or something like that too. Or I'm seeing that, like that sort of style around this time frame. I'm seeing like bows as well. Okay, so also you and this person, your connection, maybe they gave you a pin, or a pin is significant as well in terms of a synchronicity. And we have this card, so representing the vine leaves. Sacred to religious ceremony and cultivated For centuries, the grapevine is usually not only for wine. Use the leaves in the following beauty ritual. Blanch the leaves quickly and refresh with cold water. Place them on the face for a few minutes and relax, breathing the green color right into your lungs and system. Take more blanched and refreshed leaves and incorporate them into your diet in salads with cheese wrapped around meat and rice, or simply chewed for their delicious grape flavor. They are excellent for circulation and liver complaints. As well as taking them into your diet, rub the leaves into your skin to persuade toxins and cellulite to leave your system. Finally, wrap a small photo of yourself and or a lock of your hair in a leaf with a long, beauteous, and healthful life to yourself. Place it somewhere safe. So this could resonate for you. You could feel called to kind of move forward with that practice. But the reason we chose these cards today is more so the imagery and like the deeper meaning. So with the vine leaves, I get that I get like Taurus, I get like earthy energy. So I'm also seeing like a house like in the woods and like the forest and like the deep forest with like a lot of green energy, likely more in like the PNW area or something like this, around like an older generation. So I feel like that could resonate for you in this connection. It's like you could have had like a house with this person, or there was a house that you were like meant to have, or even I get like you grew up in a small town and this person was someone that you like grew up with, like in your past life they were a big part of your childhood or a big staple of your childhood, or you kind of grew up with them or something like this is what I'm getting. So yeah, very interesting. So this is kind of just a little bit of, you know, a piece of the story, and it's meant to really enlighten and kind of brighten things up for you to see deeper into the connection you have with this person. So feel free to let me know how this 222, feel free to let me know how this resonates with you, and thank you so much for joining. Much love. Namaste. Hello, group number 2. So if you chose this object, this is your reading, represented by the spider. So I get repeating patterns immediately. I get that there's a long history, a weave, a web. Some of you guys could be dealing with a bit of a trickster spirit, or someone that tends to weave lies or weave webs together. Maybe someone that has the gift of the gab, or they're very charming, or they know the right words to say. It's like they always lure you in with their words, or they always, you know, they always know the right thing to say to bring you back in. And this, you know, this runs deep. This runs through, you know, many lifetimes, I would say, that you've had with this person. And I think in this lifetime you do have the opportunity to break the loop. I think in this lifetime you do have the opportunity to maybe not fall for their trap or get caught up in their web. Okay, I think this is someone that you tend to see the good in, even if they don't necessarily, and I think that could apply for you in general in life. You know, you can see the good in everyone, even if they don't necessarily deserve for you to see that. So I want to say, in terms of general advice, take people as face value. Like, even if you do have a deeper perspective, even if you can see the truth and see things deeper, try to take things more to surface level, or you know, face value perspective, where what someone's giving you is what you choose to accept, no matter if you understand the deeper reasonings why they may do something, especially in a self-sabotaging sort of energy or vibe. Okay, yeah, this person seems very charming. I get like a snake spirit sort of energy. They're very good with their tongue. They're very good with their words, with their language, with the way that they speak. And you always kind of find yourself back with this person because they always find a way to bring you back energetically. So this connection feels parasitic, and I think of the different types of animal relationships. And so there's like symbiotic relationships, there's another type, whatever the case is, but I get like this connection specifically, it feels more of a parasitic type of relationship. Okay, so let's see, what is the past life connection here? The Queen of Earth, Page of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. I feel like there is psychic gifts and abilities that you and this person have, and I want to say that I feel like you guys were gifted with similar abilities when you stepped into a certain purpose or certain path or certain mission in your life. And I feel like you took those gifts and abilities and like you recognized, you know, the power of your divinity, the importance of using your gifts with intention and being very real and authentic and genuine with that intention. And, you know, using your gifts not just for your own benefit or for your own ego, but, you know, for the benefit of the collective. That's why you were given them. And I want to say with this person, I feel like they were lost in greed in this past life, where they got caught up in greed, they got caught up in power, they got caught up in, like, I also see, like, gold, like, I kind of think of, like, gold, like the fight for gold, how that really kind of changed the course of humanity in certain ways, where greed was really revealed. So I feel like in this situation, it's a situation where they were caught up in greed in this past life, and it's like you guys came with a specific purpose and with a specific mission to help heal a collective. You were given certain psychic gifts and certain psychic abilities for a specific reason to help heal and to bring a positive transformation. But when you guys got these gifts and these abilities, suddenly they changed, or they weren't, you know, aligned with the right path, or they, you know, got called to the dark side, you could say, where they wanted more so to use their gifts or their abilities for their own personal gain, even to control the world around them in like a negative sense, where it wasn't for the highest and greatest, it wasn't for the highest and greatest good of all involved, but more so the highest and greatest good of themselves and their own personal agenda and motives. So it's almost like they got lost in the ego, in the need for control, in the need for power, in the need for domination. And it's like they didn't fulfill their purpose, they didn't fulfill their duty, they didn't fulfill their karmic obligation. And for that reason, you're still kind of caught in a karmic tie with them. I get this like almost chasing from your end throughout time, where you guys were brought into something together. So you're almost energetically chasing after this person, waiting for them to step up and waiting for them to complete the mission with you, and giving them the benefit of the doubt. Like in this lifetime, this could show up as someone that you find yourself always giving the benefit of the doubt to, or with, or always taking them back, or, you know, whether it's a friendship, relationship, whatever the case is, you always find yourself taking them back. You always find yourself, you know, seeing the good in them, even if they're doing the worst to you. And it's because you know who they were, you know, what the roles you were assigned, right? When you get gifts and abilities, it's because spiritual ranking is relevant. And so you see them for who they were before they got caught in a lot of ties. And so you're searching to save this person. You could feel like in this lifetime you're searching to save this person, you're trying to help this person, but it's to your own like detriment, really. And so I feel like the biggest message here for you in this moment is to know that you can complete this without them. This gift or ability, it wouldn't have been given to you or instilled within you if you needed someone else to complete you. And so I think in this lifetime you may find yourself struggling with the idea that you think you need someone else to complete you, or that you think you need someone else to kind of make you whole and complete, because your other half kind of abandoned an important obligation. And so in this lifetime, it's important for you, and the way to get out of this pattern, to get out of this, you know, web, is to recognize that you never needed them to complete this in the first place. That all you needed to recognize that was that you only needed yourself. And that's what's going to really, really liberate you, because there is their own like personal journey and relevance in terms of the contract they signed, but your contract is to recognize that you never actually needed a different energy or a separate energy or a second energy to complete something. All you truly, truly needed all along was yourself. Okay. Yes. So that's what I'm seeing for you, group 2. Thank you so much. Let me know how this resonated for you. Make sure you guys are following, subscribe, like, share. And thank you for being. Much love. Namaste.